Dressmakers and friends, welcome back again on the channel. In this video, let's learn how to make a realistic rose flowers with fabric. You are going to find this tutorial helpful, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so already, and let me know what you think about these fabric flowers in the comment section. To recreate this, you are going to need 2 to 3 size of pattern, which means your circle should be circles of 2 sizes or 3 sizes. One should be more than the other, or one should be wider than the other. So once you have your pattern like this, just draw it into circle and then get your fabric which you are going to be working on. In this case now, I'm going to be working with this art silk that you see with me. So what you want to do is go and draw out the patterns, the big and the small one, on your fabric, and then once you have traced it out and you have drawn it out, the next thing will be for you to go ahead to cut multiple of this. Okay, you need a lot of this, so make sure that you have enough fabric to be able to cut so many circles just as you have seen like this. So just put it together with a pin, and then you can just go ahead to cut the outline out with your circle. Make sure that the pencil or the fabric marker, you are cutting inside it, because this is like a no-sew tutorial. So make sure that your biro or your pencil is not shown, so that when you do whatever you need to do, the edges will not be looking stained or colored. So I'm going to be using 2 colors for this. So the same way I cut that is also the same way I'm going to be cutting this. And as you can see from my fabric right here, you can see that I have 2 sizes. Okay, so you will need 2 sizes for this. And also, as you can see, you see that I'm cutting inside of my sketch, just so that I do not want to have that part where my fabric marker is. I don't want it showing. Now, after cutting it like this, note that you still need to burn the edges with a little bit of flame so that the fabric does not frail. Another way to prevent frailing is get your hot soldering iron and cut out your pattern just as you see me. The thing about soldering iron is that it just helps you to seal the edges, so you don't need to go in with flame. Alright, so you can either use your scissors or your soldering iron. So you can see right here that after I used my scissors to cut, I go in with my lighter, and then you see my hot glue there ready. Now, after you have gotten all your patches ready, next you are going to get a cup like this, any cup of any size. Just know that the small cups that you have will give you a big flower, so you can make sure that you get things that are very, very small, like a small circle angle, for you to make something really small. Now, starting from the small patches that you cut out, you are going to start placing it on the cup just like this with your hot glue, and then you are going to be attaching the hot glue on the end and placing another small patch on it. And as you increase, you are going to also increase the size of patches that you are placing on your cup. This cup which I'm using right now will give me a big flower. And then once you have done that, now start placing the patches or the petals that you have cut on top of each other, just as you have seen. Once you have placed one, you can see the way I'm placing the next one on it. Put your glue at the end and then place another on it. Put your glue on the end and then you place another on it. Until you continue to do this until the entire space at the center is filled. Like the center of that cup has to be covered up totally. So that's why you should get like a really small circle, or like any template that you want to use. Maybe you want to recycle like a really tiny cup, okay, so that you can get a medium size, because this will give us something really big. So at the end of each flower like that, add a little bit of your hot glue and then keep going, and then add a little bit of your hot glue, just as you see what I am doing right now. This is what you just want to continue doing until, like I said, you are going to fill the entire center area. Okay, you can see that I went in with colors. You can also mix colors, I'm using 2 colors for this, so you can use 1 color and then you can still decide to use 2 colors to create your flower. Okay, so just do you get creative with whatever it is that you are creating. The center of my cup is covering up little by little, just as you are seeing it. So you want the center to be all covered up. So once the center is now covered up, you are now going to get like a glue going around it like this. Okay, but this is totally optional. Then you are going to place a small one right at the center right there. And then this is the moment of reveal. Can you see what our flower look like? This is really beautiful. The pop of 2 colors made it so nice. Can you see how I style it on my dress, just as you have seen? This is really beautiful. You can go ahead to fold the center. Can you see the little petals on the center? I went ahead and I folded it just as you have seen. And also you can see that this flower is a little smaller than the one we had the blue fabric with. This one I created with smaller cup. I used the 2 pattern size and I also use a small template. And then also you can see that I made the edges not to be like a perfect smooth circle. I made it like a scalloped kind of edges, and this sort of gave it a little more beauty. Next thing now, I go ahead to pin it where I want it to be on my blouse. I just go ahead and I pin it in. So after pinning now, once you are satisfied with what you have, like what the position that it is just perfect for you, then you can now go ahead to now and tack it. You can see me placing it here, then you can see me looking at it and then replacing it and then replacing it. Just make sure that you get it to the particular or perfect point before you now go ahead with your needle and thread. And you can see the way I folded it out, so it can either be standing out or you fold it back in, just as you have seen me done right now. And after this, I just go ahead to grab my needle and my thread and I start and stitching. Just and stitch just like you would normally do with running stitches. It's nothing serious. You just want to secure your flowers, you just want to secure it to your dress. And here is the final look. I hope you have found this tutorial helpful. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Again, I would like to say thank you to all returning subscribers. The channel is well over 5,000 subscribers right now, and I know that you all did it. If you're new here and you're just seeing this channel for the very first time, there are so many useful and helpful tutorials on the channel. If you're all about sewing, you can check out the sewing playlist, and if you're all about the beading and fabric embellishment, do well to check out the fabric beading playlist. You will find so much more useful tutorial right there. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.